Hello and welcome. It's Mary Kathleen Waters on my second Sunday at 7 o'clock Adelaide time. Hope everyone's doing really, really well and having, just some chill time on this beautiful Sunday. We've had huge amounts of rain here in Adelaide and I'm just so grateful. Hopefully a lot of people's water tanks are filling up nicely. My filtered water, I don't have a water tank, unfortunately, but we'll get there one day and hopefully it'll be part of, being that sustainability, because one of the things that I'm very mindful of is Earth and Earth Mother and how we're going. Hey, Emily, how are you? Hope you're feeling better. It's been a little while. I haven't seen you for ages. You've been keeping well? Oh, Latika. And Marianne, thank you so much for popping in as well. So tonight, I just thought I'd have a little bit of a chat and explain a few things about who I am and what I do and where I begin. One of the things as well that I thought I would do is anyone who would love to just let people know who you think that you've actually would connect with me. Let them know that I'm here, that it seems to be the most successful time is on a Sunday night. Put that through and be in the draw for a competition for winning a heart meditation that I've just downloaded. So that's just something as a gift to you guys as well. I'm glad that you're doing well, Emily. I'm exceptionally well. It's been a huge whirlwind of a week, and I did a lot of nurturing for myself yesterday, and yeah, just really did some soul connection and just really chilling out, and it was perfect for me. Woohoo! Hey Lisa, how are you? And Adair's here as well. Thanks for popping in. And Latika, I think Judy might still be moving. I'm not sure. I haven't spoken to her for a few days. And Julie Tozer's here as well. I'm so happy that you're here. That's fantastic. Thank you so much, everybody, for popping in. Now, what I thought I'd do, as I said earlier, is that I just wanted to explain a little bit about me and who I am. Obviously, you all know that I'm a shaman, a psychic, medium, and a healer. And the responsibility that I have is enormous. Mare's here. I haven't forgotten you, Mare. I've had some problems with my internet. And I'll share a secret as well. Like, you guys can probably see a massive mess in the background. I'm having my house painted, so you'll be seeing lots of little things that are not normally that way. But it is what it is. It's just part of life. And it's been just in itself, like having the space and the energies and the different energies that actually come through. My house is, I ask for permission for any guest that actually comes into my property. I'm very aware of the traditional owners and custodians of our lands and waterways, and I pay a huge humble honour and thankfulness that I'm actually permitted to actually be on Garden land. So with all the shifting and the changes, obviously with the painting of the house, Spirit was, I asked for the permission, but I don't think they actually understood totally what was actually going on. So there's been a little bit of up and down and, craziness with all sorts of things. So, being able to verbalize and work with Spirit is enormous. And I didn't realize the consequences that if I don't even verbalize myself them properly or inside my mind, that's a massive lesson for me. So the energies got really heavy here at home. Like, as I said, the internet started playing up, all sorts of things were becoming quite chaotic. And then I realized that even though that I'd asked permission for the house to be painted, I didn't acknowledge each day and my gratefulness for them to actually allow me, one, to be on this land of those who actually walked for many, many centuries. But also that, you know, there were people coming and going and things are going to be a little bit unsettling for us all. So I just wanted to acknowledge that. And as you can see, you know, we've got all the hecticness at the moment, but it's going to be such a beautiful space. And once I did the clearings and asked for forgiveness for being a little bit negligent, the energies in the house have really risen again, and the vibration is really high and beautiful. And, you know, I'm just so, yeah, just loving being in the energy again. Okay. Now, Sue's here. Sue, how are you going? Thinking of you, thinking of Mum. The whole community here is, you know, standing here by your side. Okay. So, shamanism, being a healer, psychic medium. One of the most important things, like, is preparation and making sure that spaces are safe and spaces are, you know, are very clear, clean, and protected. But one of the things is that I've had a couple of people ask me, you know, being a psychic medium or being a healer, you know, do you know everything about me? Like, why would I need to tell you? And what I need to let you all know is that I do not, without any permission whatsoever, tap into anybody's energy source. I do not have any links. I always clear before, I clear after that I actually have any sessions with anyone or with group sessions, that the your personal space is your personal space. So I'm not one of those people where I'll go into a supermarket and I'll see someone and go, oh, you know, your grandma's standing right next to you and I really want you to know, and she's saying this and and everything's going on. I do not work like that whatsoever. There are serious consequences as a healer and a psychic medium that, for myself, I'm not willing to actually cross any boundaries, because karma is on a positive and it's also on a challenging side as well. So because I know what actually happens on a positive or the challenging side, if I blatantly cross over any line, it will actually hit me tenfold. And some of those consequences can be like, I can actually be revoked of all the tools, all the gifts, everything that I've been given, and I, you know, say this with, you know, huge integrity, that they will be revoked. I know that if, you know, something would happen, or the other, as I said, the other side of things is that they might teach me a lesson, and that lesson could be, as an example, you know, if my ego starts kicking in and it's going, oh, I knew I was going to get that job. Okay. And even if I got offered that position, it can actually be taken away from me. As an example, like I went for a job interview last week, and I can tell you right here and now, I have no idea if I've got the job, and I will not tap into any type of energy to find out if I do or I don't, because that can be severe consequences as well, because that's utilizing something for my own selfish needs. Okay. Hey, Judy, how's the move going? Woohoo! So does that make sense with everybody, like what I'm trying to say? I know it's a little bit radical, but, you know, being here on this mortal land and or in this mortal world, and having the community that I've got, but also, you know, what I actually grew up with. So I've had this beautiful gift, and, like, you know, it was, you know, given to me from birth. Like, I still have memories from when I was actually 8 months old. And to be able to utilize these skills, I not only had them from birth all the way up, I am doing ongoing training. I'm making sure that my skills are always fine-tuned and honed in. It's not something where it's like, okay, I've got, you know, a certificate 1 in or level 1 in shamanism. It is an ongoing thing. So it's forever my commitment to you and my commitment to spirit is that I will be forever doing ongoing and making sure that I do the best of my ability at all times, and I you know, fine tune my skills and hone them in. Okay. Oh, Julie, you have no idea how hard renovations are. I've actually, it's just been crazy. So this space here is a massive shock to me, and it, you know, because this is our community space. So when I walked in on Friday night, and it was like, really, you know, so really having to make sure that it is all sacred, as much as the we've got tarps lying down on the ground here, and this thing here is actually what I have my chair on, because otherwise I can't roll around because I've got carpet in here. You know, it's just all this stuff, and it's like, but I have to say that the painter has been really quite respectful, not just in this, like, you know, this beautiful space, but in through the whole house. And, you know, I'm just grateful that I was able to pick someone who is ethical at the same time. So Judy says that she's been super busy lately. Oh, Emily's just got here. Did you move? Realise your room is different. I think I just answered that question there, Emily. Where are we? And Judy's saying hi. Yeah, so Judy's been moving. So she's in a whole world of shambles as well, I'm sure. There's nothing worse than trying to get up one house and go to another, and you've got those beautiful children as well that want to help and unpack, and it's sort of like going, ah! I'm sure of it. Julie's just put here, I really appreciate you, Mary. You are so authentic. I love your presence, and you're a beautiful soul. Oh, thank you so much. You actually and the community create this whole environment, and, you know, sourcing the truth. It is an absolute blessing. You know, even 18 months ago, like, I had my personal clients. I was never quite online, and having this online presence. So the beautiful Adair is the one that has encouraged me to do this, as well as one of my mentors, Mr. Matthew Greenwood, who handed me her phone number and said, you need to ring. So that was yeah, it just went through. And Lisa's saying, or Doogie is saying, finding the right educators and the next level of growth is always a challenge. You're right. And it's making sure that, you know, you are doing the right thing, but it's also having sometimes that challenge buddy. And Doogie, or Lisa, is one of my challenge buddies. And so we chat, and I have her to be accountable for. So as a commitment to you guys, and Lisa, out of the goodness of her heart, allows me to have her, and she makes sure that I'm on my toes. And when Adair gives me some projects, as an example, on the Facebook side of things, and Lisa's going, right, you're doing dirt. And it's like, yes, I'm getting there, and I've done this and I've done that. And then Lisa will go, well, I don't think you've actually gone too in depth with that one, Mary. I think you better go back and really source it. So even on a physical side for this particular program, like the Facebook and doing the lives on my page, I still have to be held accountable. So I've got all of that side of things, as well as the spirituality and the healing, etc. And I've just found a couple of new training programs that I'll be doing shortly. I think I've sort of mentioned, because I've done, you know, obviously I'm a shamanic practitioner now, but there's other ones also that I'll be doing. because it's so important, you know, because being a shaman and being part of, you know, being part of Australia, and, you know, I've learned so much with the Aboriginal community, and, you know, it's so dear to my heart that I'd really like to actually learn more of what I'm permitted to do on that side of things. I obviously have also been trained in American Indian as well. Oh, dear, I'm so grateful to you too. Oh, okay. You're right, actually. Lisa, when you put that up, there was a black shadow that actually went flying across here on that side of the space. And so we'll have to have a look at that, whether I come over during the week, and we might just do a little bit of a house cleansing. There's something not quite right there that we need to look at for you. Okay. And that will be my gift to you if you permit me to come to your place, and we'll do that. Sue, you're sure helping me at this time, as last Saturday night was so special, and treasure that moment with Mum. You know, every person touches me, but there's just something really special about you, Sue. And, you know, with the ascension that's happening with your mum, there's just such a massive journey that's going to be happening for you very shortly. And I know that you're stepping up to the mark and you're ready for it. Okay. Okay. So let's start from the beginning here. So Gina's saying hello. I've not seen Gina before, so welcome to our community. Now, what I'll do, Gina, is I'll just see if anybody at the beginning would like a quick reading, because there's probably, I do short ones. I'll let you know that with the short readings, it'll be a 2 to 3 minute reading, okay, so that I can try and fit as many people in as possible. And we do, tonight is usually approximately between, it's meant to be half an hour, but I don't think I've actually gone on half an hour before, have I? Someone will be able to tell me, but we'll see how we go. So Judy, or who was here first? I need to scroll up, won't I? Latika, Marianne, Emily, Adair, if anybody would like to, Doogie, if you'd like a quick 2 to 3 minute reading. Now, also, right at the beginning, I did say if there is anybody that you feel would be drawn to this community and myself, I do personal one-on-ones, not with a house full of paint, but I do them. And I also do Zoom healings and readings at the same as well. So you do have choices of half an hour, hour and a half. Now, as a shaman, there's a number of different modalities that I actually utilize. And I also do psychic surgery, which is very unique and different. I also do go back with meditation, and we can actually regress through. I also look at Akashic records. So there's a number of different things. Sometimes you'll walk in and you think that you want a reading, and then all of a sudden you walk out and spirits actually said, right, we need to do this, 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 and this. And, you know, there's some healing involved at the same time. So sometimes I am a little bit driven by spirit. So I just thought I'd let you know that. But if there's anyone that you feel inclined that you would actually like to initiate a relationship, please make sure that you place a heart inside here just to let people know. And then also you will go into a draw for a meditation as well. Okay. Right. Oh, never. Okay, we'd like some guidance, possibly around finances. So that's Marianne. Okay. Isn't it really interesting, Marianne, how as much as, when we like, are the preacher and like the teacher and the healer, and sometimes what actually happens is that we get so involved inside our head that we actually forget exactly where we're at and what we're doing and what the intention is. Now, the 2-week challenge, I think, is really important. Make sure that you actually keep doing that. There was a slight hiccup, and I do humbly apologise to the community that's in our I Stand As I Am group. We are rectifying, and those downloads will be to you guys ASAP. So we'll get that all sorted for you. So it's almost, Marianne, what's the deal with someone being really icy cold and they've actually turned their back to you and they're sort of standing there, and like, was there like a fight with a form of a grandparent or an auntie or someone, and they, always have this thing, it's like, champagne taste on Beerman's money, and they've been turning around and they've said that for so many years that subconsciously, even though that they've ascended, that little niggle at the back of your mind is always there because you're not aware. So you're actually creating this, you get to a certain thing and it's like, oh, I've got all this money and it's really nice. And you get really excited about it. And then all of a sudden it starts dropping away, and then it comes back again and it's dropping away. The healing that's really important for you is to start nurturing yourself, start believing in yourself, keep doing that, that 14-day challenge. Maybe I would be doing it you can do it as long as you like, but if you can get into a habit of it, I think that's actually going to be really important for you. Because as you know, like, just having that psychosomatic, and they're adamant, like they're just standing there, and it's almost like real nerdy type of a person, and it's just like, and this crossing of their arms and having this coldness around them, like, I'm freezing. So, they're really adamant. And I think that there's a time that, we need to start clearing that particular energy and let them, let them go, because they're not who you want to be around in, in the spiritual realms as well as in the immortal side of things. Because sometimes what's happening is that you're actually being drawn to people that are not for your greater good, because these particular person, while they were here on this mortal world, but they've actually ascended, they're still hooking in with cords that they're not for you, and they're not for your best benefit. And I think it's really important that we need to get them and let them go. So we could probably do a healing at some stage, Marianne, maybe tie it in with Friday morning. See what happens. Okay. Okay, so Julie would like some guidance in all over the place at the moment. I'm not quite sure what's going on, Julie, but I can't stop shaking. Are you either keeping yourself motivated by having too much caffeine? Even if it's like too much caffeine, it's not necessarily just coffee or Coke or tea. Green tea actually is high in caffeine as well. There's just something that you're taking, and it's like giving you a sense of buzz, so that you can actually just keep yourself going and keep yourself motivated. May I just say that the biggest thing at the moment is that you need to start meditating, and you need to have some time to yourself and really sit down. I know that you're a really busy woman, and I'm probably asking a little bit too much of you, but is there any opportunity that you can even set the alarm 20 minutes earlier each day so that you can do at least some form of meditation? I think the grounding has dropped off on the wayside a little bit for you as well, Julie. So those sorts of things are going to give you the step back each morning. If you can actually do those two things, I think you'll find that things will go and start being a little bit more beneficial for you, okay? Grounding and even the heart light explosion, I think, is important. Were you here last week when I actually taught everybody about core star energy? Because I think you need that one as well, Julie. What I might do is another video on doing that so that everyone's got that one as well. Okay. So Mary Ann has just said, sounds a bit like my grandmother. Yes, a healing would be good. Maybe cord cutting. Yeah, we can definitely have a look at that one, Mary Ann. Happy to do that for you. Julie's saying, I've been drinking more coffee and I feel I need this beautiful, so in need of self-love. Yeah, yeah. And you are an amazing person, and do not ever let anybody... Oh, look at that. Whose mug's that with their hair down? Bit of lippy. Didn't happen today. Yeah, you are an amazing person. You need to start nurturing yourself. So there's your challenge. Do your grounding every single day. Try and get up at least 20 minutes earlier. If you could do a little bit longer, there's that opportunity for you as well, so that you can actually really get stuck into some meditation. And meditation doesn't have to be someone actually guiding you and going through. You can actually just sit there and hold your own peace as well. So that's something that we can also look at some stage, and maybe do, you know, like a couple of hour workshop on how to do silent meditation, because a lot of people don't quite understand how to do it, and, you know, the processes that we can actually do and go through. Now, I saw Miss Cheeky Ros Boundy come in. Hello, Ros. Thanks for popping in. Ros actually had this new card set on this morning, so I was telling Adair about it, that I was watching Ros while I'm getting absolutely saturated, because we needed to do some things to the boat to take it to be put into storage, and I was dripping wet, had my phone trying to talk to Ros, trying to do all this stuff, and my partner's going, what are you doing? I was like, oh, it's all good. But it was really interesting. It was called a Labyrinth card set, and it was really interesting. I quite enjoyed that. Okay. Julie was celebrating her 50th last weekend, so hopefully there was lots of singing and laughter and joyfulness around you, because I feel that you needed that. Okay, now we're starting to get some of those love hearts through as well. Okay. So, being busy, Rena's hard. Sorry, I'm just looking to see, make sure that I'm not missing out on somebody who's asked. Okay, Gina, up to you. One of the things, Gina, that's really important is making sure that when you're doing your life purpose, that you actually do it with a pure heart. Sometimes it's really, you know, as much as we want to have absolutely everything and we need it right here, right now, it's not necessarily the most best for us and for the benefit of our own personal growth and who we are as a person. So sometimes a little bit of patience is something that you would, just need. I know that there's something that you've planned and you really want it and you want it now, but if you actually step back, take a deep breath and really plan it out and just work out some strategies, you will actually be able to have that, but it's going to be a lot more realistic, and it's not going to put as much pressure on yourself and anybody else that's around you as well. So just be really clear and really mindful of the consequences. If we actually start demanding and getting something straight away, it may not be exactly what we need or what we want. So then you're stuck with it. So it's just something that Spirit's actually just letting you know, like, be really mindful. Yeah, they're happy to give you some stuff, but one, it might not be exactly what your needs are, and two, if we start asking for too much too quick, it can get taken away as well. So just all of those little things make a massive difference. All right. Okie dokie. Hi, Janaea. I don't know if I said hello to you earlier. Okay. I keep wanting to flick my tongue in my mouth. Like someone's actually is being really, really cheeky, and you used to have lots and lots of laughs and lots of fun, and they're just letting you know, like, just like as a child that, you've got so many memories and they're starting to pop up for you. Now, that person that has ascended did pass away from a form of an illness, but they just want to let you know it's okay. They're not in that pain anymore, and they have a free will. So as much as it's devastating, and you keep thinking about it constantly, just let yourself know that everything is okay. They are at peace. They are in the right space. Okay, they're there at that right time, and they're by your side constantly. All right. There's something to do with, like, you're having funny feelings in your arm or in your shoulder and coming down through here and going into your arm. Spirit's just letting me know that I think that you might have a slight pinch in the back of your neck there. So just be really mindful of that and be really careful. And being told, don't crack your neck. Bit of a random thing to be said, isn't it? And Roz was saying labyrinth through time divination set. It was good. I really enjoyed that. It was good fun. Okay. So has anybody got anything that they would like to share tonight? Is there any questions that you have? I think we've sort of done with the bit of the guidance and the readings, but is there any questions that anyone has of me, with who I am, what I do, where I'm about? I do live in Adelaide, Australia, so those people that are international or interstate, I do Zoom. And I think I've already sold myself a couple of times today, but it's really important so that you know that I am a shamanic healer. Okay, I do a number of different modalities. I do land clearings, home clearings, and obviously I also am a psychic medium. And so I'm here for you guys as part of the community, part of the, this life, just to make life so much easier and so much more special for each and every one of us. Okay. Do you want to put, like, Adair's just put on here that she'd like to attend How to Meditate in Silence course. Have only done guided meditations. Adair, if the borders are open, I'm just wondering if we do something when you come to Adelaide, whether, because it depends on how busy you are. But we can definitely do something like that, or we can do it as an online course as well. Let me have a look at that and we'll work on it. Okay. Oh, what happened there? Lisa's going, oh, love a silent retreat. And Adair, Mayor's saying, yes, me too. That'd be awesome. All right, well, we can definitely do something. We'll have a look at it. Adair is coming to Adelaide in August, but she does have quite a few commitments, so it's a matter of whether we can marry everything up. If we can, we might potentially be able to do a workshop here in my new painted space and environment, and love to have as many of you come through as possible. So that would be lots and lots of fun. Janaea has just said, thanks, Mary. That is very reassuring. So I'm glad that it meant something to you. It was really quite interesting. I was talking to Adair earlier, and there was someone that I was expecting to pop in that had passed over or ascended, as I call it, because just because we don't have a physical body doesn't mean that we're still not living. That passed quite dramatically and sadly, but it looks like I could, they weren't able to pop in tonight. So, okay. Ooh. So Lisa's saying I could lead a short yoga sesh for you. It sounds like we're getting this. This is going to start happening big time. I'm quite excited about it. And Roz is saying a silent retreat is awesome. Are you telling me I need to be quiet there, Roz? And Emily said that her phone died. Not sure if you read my comment while on the phone, but flat, would love some guidance if you have anything for me tonight. Emily, we are at the end of the session. The reason that your phone actually went flat is because how can I describe this? I'm really sorry. Spirit's actually saying I'm getting flashes, okay? And the flashes are the energy that's in your house is actually running through the electrical wires of your home. So you're actually burning up a lot more energy in your mobile phones and all those sorts of things, and those devices a lot faster and quicker. Emily, you really need to start grounding your energy. I know that you haven't been very well of late, but it's still so important. Every single day I've taught you how to do it. Make sure that you're grounding yourself on a regular basis. Spirit's actually asking me as well, can you, if you don't have a bath, can you fill up the kitchen sink or the basin in the bathroom, throw some Himalayan salt in there and start washing your hands, because the ions in your body at the moment are just totally riddled, okay? And that's, because you're pulling all the charge, all right? So, with what's going through the house. So if you can actually start getting rid of some of that charge that you're actually absorbing into your body, and then there's a little bit of eradication that may need to happen in the house as well. But that's going to be a positive step and a move forward for you, okay? Ros going, nope, not for you to be quiet, Mary. No, loving hearing you. Yeah. My mother actually said that I can talk underwater, so, and my last name's Waters, so hey, it fits. Okay. So that's it from me. Does anybody have anything that they actually would like to ask before I go? I know that we've finished for the readings for the night. Message me if you'd like. As I said, please don't hesitate. My phone number's there. Give me a text message. We can book in any sessions for you and do something, whether it's, as I said, if you wanted a reading or a form of a healing. And I do a number of different modalities as well. So, thank you for that. Now, we've actually started a group, I Stand for Who I Am and Your Spiritual Evolvement. Now, that came about, I was doing a channeling with Spirit and I wrote this most beautiful thing that they actually asked. And it turned out that we decided that we were going to do a 14-day challenge. And there's 15 of us in that community so far. And it seems like it's actually going to start spreading and we're going to extend that out. And there's lots of other things that Spirit's actually asking me to do. It is in its infancy. So I'm very naive on the group side of things, but it has been incredible. The things that have manifested for so many people, it's just awe-inspiring, and I'm just really, really grateful that those people have come in and we've started it. So if you'd like to do that, very welcome. There's a prayer that we do every day, and there's also, we're getting it together. Like, I do apologize, and I apologize to Judy and Latika that we got a little bit waylaid in getting it to you quicker or earlier, but I have done 3 verbal. One is a small synopsis of the channel, and it's right at the back, so that you can just do it, and as I stand for who I am, and it's a beautiful affirmation. I've also done one where it's got a grounding exercise with it, as well as the reading of the manifestation, and then just the manifestation. But also inside the group there is the beautiful channel from Spirit as well that we read every single day. I know that Mare was actually doing it about 3 times a day, and things are really changing, and it can be from our vibration shifting and lifting up and moving things forward. And yeah, it's just huge. I don't know if you can see, but Spirit there's a guide that's just popped in. I don't know if you can actually see them or not. Yeah, okay. So Spirit's actually saying, be there or be square, basically. As I said, it is in its infancy, but there's things that are actually in the making, and even these things like, with the different workshops that we can do, and, with Lisa offering to do the yoga side of things, I think we can actually make such a really spectacular workshop with that one. Adair's saying a beautiful little community. And Emily's saying, I've joined your group. Thank you for sharing it. Yeah. So it's all there for you guys. It's really important. You know who you are. You know where you need to be right now, right here. Okay. We can change things. As we said about the cutting of the cords earlier, we can actually make those changes, and you do not have to live in the past with someone else's decisions of what they wanted to do. Okay, we can do that, and that's part of the Akashic record, that we can actually lift that, rewrite it, and imprint of who you are right here, right now, in this ever-present moment of time. And that can be past, present, or future. Okay. And my time live, I'm not sure who's on my time live with me, but they said it's a great community, so thank you so much. And my time TV.live is a great community as well. So, and I love every single one of those people that's in there. And anybody that has, I'll just do a little shout out to Adair as well. if you do have a business, she actually has a Facebook page and it's called, or group, and it's called Women in Business Amplified. Look out for it. The tips and hints are amazing. All right. So that's it from me. You keep well, keep safe, and have an awesome evening. Bye for now.